Ay, ay, ay.
To itself, okay?
Come on.
The results of dating someone psycho. Portuguese woman. Chris keeps flying. Coming to a city, state, country, continent near you. You. Yeah, you. Listen, passport bros. This is a PSA, a public service announcement. You paying attention? Get your notepad out, get your pen, I'll wait. Notepad and pen. I'll wait. Guys, men, men that love to travel, not just the passport bros, men that love to travel, men that love to see the world outside of North America, outside of the USA. We got to stop doing something, guys. We have to stop paying for a good time. We have to stop paying for OnlyFans. And I'm going to say, hey, I'm a hypocrite. I've done it. Right? I'm a veteran at it, right? I'm a veteran at paying, right? I've done it because I feel how some of you feel. Either way, you're going to pay for it. Indirectly, right? But listen, I've been following some women on Instagram for years, right? They have cars, but they never had a job. They have cars, but they never had a job. They don't go to work every day. They're out partying every night. They have apartments, they're paying rent, but they don't have a job. They're not clocking in the mornings. They're not getting off work at 4 or 5 p.m., 16, 1700. All these women are doing they're selling. They're selling directly when there's an encounter with the man and an encounter with the woman, and they're doing ground and pound. And they're selling indirectly, and indirectly is OnlyFans. And yes, I'm guilty of it. I've spent a couple $100 on OnlyFans, right? I've done it. I've contributed to it. But we are doing two things by contributing directly or indirectly. Directly, you and her have ground and pound. Indirectly, OnlyFans. We're doing two things. We're enabling her to continue to do what she's doing, right? We're enabling her. And we're making it hard for the people that are coming behind us. Because if she knows she can get 2,000 baht, 3,000 baht, 2,500 baht from John, she knows she can get 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 baht from Jim, Tony, John, Billy, Chris, Mike, Miguel. We've set the standard. One. And two, we put her in a position to be successful. And I'm going to be honest with you, some of these women are doing better than some people in the Western world. And repeat that again. Some of these women are doing better than some of these people in the Western world. Her rent's paid. She got a 2023, 2024 car. It's all because of you. It's all because of the people that came before you. It's all because of the people that came after you. We are contributing to PROSTITUTION. Excuse me if I spelled it wrong. Excuse me if I spelled it right. We're contributing to that. You have to ask yourself, do you want to take off work, get on a plane to travel all the way overseas just to pay for some for a couple days, couple weeks, then get on a plane and travel all the way back? Is that really your objective in life? And like I said, I've done it. right? I played the numbers game. Oh man, how many can I get in this time period in this country? How many can I get in this time period in this? I've done it. And it was fun. And I enjoyed it. But we have to start saying, hey, do I want to be 90 years old still going and paying for ground and pound? Take a minute. Ask yourself that. Do you want to be 90 years old still paying for ground and pound? Right. And I didn't used to tell my secrets. Now I'm telling them. And I made a little short video about that. You have to go places where the chances of you finding someone that just wants to exchange for ground and pound is a lot less slimmer. And those places are out there. Right? If you look at the passport bro movement, which I support, right? I'm a historian, right? If you look at these apps, you look at Reddit, if you look at a lot of these places, all they're talking about is 3 places, right? DR, Philippines, Thailand. And that's cool, right? So if I decide to go back to Panama, Costa Rica, Brazil, I'm not going to really see too many of y'all. Yes, there's been some gentlemen, a handful of gentlemen that have hit Brazil. I love Brazil. I might go back to Brazil this year. But that's cool. Y'all keep going to these 3 places. So these other 10 places, I don't got to keep seeing Americans. I don't have to go to a restaurant and hear an American talk. I don't have to go out to a club and see a club full of Americans. That's fine. Keep going to those 3 places. But if you're going to keep going to those 3 places, I'm going to give you some suggestions of places to go in 2 of those 3 places. I've met a lot of regular women, traveling women in Phuket. Right? As long as I've been going to, I'm not saying they don't go to Thailand, to Pattaya, but a lot of travelers, couples, go to Phuket. And this is just me. Some may say, hey, they have had experience in this city. Some say they've had experience in that city. But I've had a lot of great experiences in Phuket. I've met regular women in Phuket. Right? I feel like your chances of finding a woman that wants to do ground and pound exchange for money is higher in Pattaya. Are there in just about every city in Thailand? Yes. But I have had great success in Phuket. I like Phuket. Honestly, Phuket is my favorite city in Thailand. I can go to the beach. Over there near the water, there's a nice gym. You got Starbucks. It's real chill. Pattaya is like New York City or DC traffic after work. Right? So personally, I suggest Phuket. But I'm going to go to one of my favorite cities, and that's the DR, Santiago. Y'all keep going to Sosua. I was going to Sosua a decade ago. Sosua ain't really changed. Only thing changed about Sosua is the locations, the businesses, and the faces. But I highly suggest men go to Santiago. And I think I talked about this in a video before, but I'm going to talk about it now. I was on Tinder in Santiago. I met this young lady, beautiful young lady. She picked me up. Right, we went to seen a little the light tower, whatever kind of tower they have in Santiago. Right, she I'm in the passenger seat. She driving. She had an SUV. She whipping. Went to the tower. Went and got something to eat. Went and got something to drink. We had a good old time. Right, she wasn't trying to go home with me, and that was cool. Right, she wasn't asking for money for her time. That was cool. We spent 3-4 hours together. That was cool. But I think I had like 2 days left, 3 days left, in Santiago, and I really didn't have the time, to continue our dating fiasco, right? Let's be honest. She's looking for something serious. I'm looking for something serious too. But if I got 48 hours left, 72 hours left, that's not enough time for me to judge if I want to continue talking to her. But there's a higher probability of you finding a regular woman in Santiago. That's my number 1 city in DR. The second city that I think you have a good chance of finding a woman is Santo Domingo. Right? Don't get me wrong. I've been to some strip clubs in Santo Domingo. I've been to a house in Santo Domingo that you didn't know was a house, but that house had women there that barely had any clothes on. A taxi driver got a ticket. If you know, you know. It's a house in a regular neighborhood. You ring the buzzer, go through the gate, and let you in. Oh man, like would have never expected this. But I suggest men to stop going to the same places that everyone else goes to. Stop going to Sasua. Listen, I was in Sasua 30 minutes. I probably could have counted 50 Americans just walking down the street 30 minutes. Stop going to these places because you know if you go to Pattaya, you go to Walking Street, you're getting ground and pound. You know if you go to Sasua, you're getting ground and pound. You say, hey, you were just in Sasua couple weeks ago, couple months ago, because I ain't been in Sasua in 8 years. I want to see what it was about. I heard all the rumors of sewage change. Not really. Look at other places. There are beautiful women in Costa Rica. I've been to Costa Rica. There are beautiful women in Panama. I've been to Panama. There are beautiful women in Brazil. There are beautiful women all over South America. But the main place people go is the DR. Why? There are beautiful people all over Asia, but the main place people go is Thailand and the Philippines. Why? I've been to Laos. I've been to Cambodia. I've been to Malaysia and quite a few other places. And let's be honest, you can take, and I've said this before, if you can take 4 women from each country in Asia and put them beside each other, most men can't tell the difference. All I'm asking you to do is venture off, see new places, right? See new places. The world is big. The world is bigger than just Philippines, Thailand, and the Dominican Republic. We have to stop making these women rich with ground and pound. We have to stop. Cause let's say you find the most beautiful woman that you can find in any of these countries, and let's say you give her $100. Let's say South America. Let's say $100, right? It's 7 days out of the week. Let's say she has a customer for once a day, which is very, very slim, right? Unlikely. But let's just do some simple math. Let's say you're in DR somewhere, you spend $100. People, oh, you can get them for less. Yeah, you can. The less you pay, the quality goes down, but you can get them for less, right? So let's say $100, right? She has one customer. Let's be nice. 4 days a week. $100, one customer, 4 days a week, right? That's $400. 4 days a week now, and only one customer a day. And I'm being generous. I'm being nice. Easy math. It's 4 weeks in a month. You do the math. She made $1,600 by having one customer 4 times a week. You know what kind of apartment someone can get in the Dominican Republic for $1,600 a month? Excuse me. Let me repeat that again. You know what kind of apartment somebody can get in the Dominican Republic for $1,600 a month? A pretty doggone nice one. And that's just the low limit. We're enabling these women to get apartments, condos, lofts, mansions, cars, because of our need for ground and pound, our want for ground and pound. Think about that now. Listen, I can't remember the last time I paid for ground and pound. I'm lying. I paid in a DR. I had somebody that I didn't pay for, but I paid in a deal just because. I seen y'all doing it. I wanted to do it too. But just think, ask yourself 2 questions. 1, do you want to be 90 years old still paying for ground and pound? 2, are we really here to make these women rich? Are we really here to get these women condos and high rises, Mercedes Benz, new vehicles? Are we really here for this? I suggest, if people don't shoot the messenger, I suggest go somewhere different. Definitely not Sasua. Definitely not Pattaya. I'm not even sure I can say Thailand, but I got some people that I associate with on Instagram that's in Thailand. I'm not trying to disrespect them. I want to say the whole country. But go somewhere different and find you someone special. Because guess what, guy? You are the catch. You are the prize. You are the king. You are the provider. Most women are just bringing this to the table. Most men have more to offer. Think about that. Think about that. I'm going to go do a South American tour later on this year. You know, I always got to go to the DR, but I'm probably going to add 2 or 3 more countries to that. So later on this year, I'm going to, do a South American tour. I got some more stuff coming up, which I'll talk about in another video. But guys, we have to stop paying for ground and pound. And I'm not saying go wife a woman up the night, because, I was on somebody's page yesterday. Actually, she don't have no job. She ain't go to work, and now she married. She never had no job. She never worked, but now she's married. So some of y'all are wifing the women of the night. Hey, whatever you like, I respect you. Do what you do. But we got to stop paying for ground and pound, guys. Let's do better. Let's do better. Let's not have these women that's selling, living, and driving better than we are.